Hello and welcome back to From a Head Teacher's Perspective with me, Paul Urry. In today's podcast, I'd like to think about why our teachers stay here. Rethinking recruitment and retention in primary schools. Let's start with a well-known problem. Recruitment and retention in primary education is at crisis point. Teachers are leaving the profession in droves. Applications for new posts are thinning, and experienced educators are eyeing the exits more than ever. The Education Endowment Fund and multiple national bodies have produced research highlighting the same grim themes: excessive workload, emotional burnout, inadequate pay and recognition, poor behaviour management support, and limited career progression. It's a national problem. But it's not our problem. At St Stephen's, we don't struggle to recruit. We don't struggle to retain. In fact, staff choose to work here and they stay. And this isn't an easy school. We're an area of high social need. We serve families experiencing poverty, migration, trauma, transience. The emotional demand is significant and our expectations are sky high. So the question is, what's going on here? And could it challenge the national narrative? First, let's have a look at the national picture. The EEF and wider literature paint a clear picture. Administrative burdens and data demands continue to be one of the top reasons teachers cite for leaving. Their own well-being, stress, poor work-life balance, and lack of mental health support contribute to early burnout. The lack of effective systems to support classroom behaviour is another major pressure point for teachers. The lack of support from leadership, values-driven leadership, is repeatedly mentioned. And a purpose. Many leave because they feel they've lost sight of why they joined the profession in the first place. The DFE's own teacher workforce survey shows that around 1 in 3 teachers leave the profession within 5 years of qualifying. For schools of high deprivation, the statistics are worse. But at St Stephen's, that isn't our story. So what is our story? We are a 2-form entry Church of England school in West Bowl in Bradford. Our pupils come from a dazzling array of cultural, religious and linguistic backgrounds. Many face barriers far beyond the classroom. And yet, staff come here and stay. Why? Because what the national research lists as problems, we treat as priorities. Let's look at the comparison. With workload, we are under no illusion that teaching is not easy. But our systems are designed to protect staff from burnout, not push them towards it. We don't have any pointless data drops. Marking that's meaningful, not performative. Shared planning and team teaching structures where possible. Honest conversations about what's urgent versus what's important. We know that the best teachers are present, energised and inspired, not broken by spreadsheets. We treat well-being not as a yoga class, but as a culture. The EEF recommends school leaders prioritise staff well-being. But what does that actually mean? At St Stephen's, it means a pastoral team that supports staff as well as children. Leaders who notice when someone's struggling and step in with support. A chaplain who walks the building, not to pray, but to listen. A culture where asking for help is a strength, not a flaw. There's no Wellbeing Wednesday gimmick here. It's everyday, baked into everything. Our behaviour management system is one of the most cited reasons for teachers to stay here. Our school deals with behaviour that can be incredibly challenging, but our response is restorative, not reactive. We don't have a wall of rules. We have values, we have consistency, and we have the deep belief that behaviour is communication. Our staff are trained to understand before they respond. That takes emotional labour, yes, but it pays off in calm classrooms and emotionally intelligent children. And that emotional safety, it applies to staff too. When it comes to leadership, the EEF emphasises the importance of visible and supportive leadership in retention. At St Stephen's, leadership isn't a job title, it's a way of being. We lead with vision. Our nurture, grow, flourish ethos is lived every day. Trust. Teachers are professionals. We don't micromanage. And accountability with compassion. We expect the best and help staff become it. One teacher recently said to me, "I've never worked anywhere where I have felt so seen and valued." That's our goal. So, people stay when their work means something. At St Stephen's, it means everything. When a newly arrived child speaks in full sentences for the first time. When a parent says, "You help me believe in my child again." When the staff burst out laughing in the staff room after a hard day because we're in this together. That's purpose. That's what makes the emotional demand worth it. We don't just say teaching is a moral vocation. We structure school so it feels like one. Let me be clear. This isn't a nicey-nice school where anything goes. We expect a lot from staff. Professional rigour, curriculum innovation, deep relational engagement, a commitment to children, not just content. But we also give a lot. And in return, we have a team who are all pulling in the same direction. There's pride here, and laughter, and resilience. And it's not just the new staff who say it. Our long-serving teachers have decades between them. They've chosen to stay. So here are some questions I feel worth asking. If your school is struggling with recruitment and retention, ask, do our staff feel seen and supported? Are our systems designed to make teaching easier? Does our school have a soul? When teachers leave, do we ask why? Are we brave enough to challenge what is normal and do what's needed? If you're a school leader, teacher, governor, or someone who just cares about education, I'd love to know what has kept you in a school or made you leave. Have you seen places that buck the national trend like St Stephen's? What one thing could transform staff experiences in your school? Please do comment, like, and share these podcasts. It's important that we keep this debate going so that we are able to control and have an input into the national agenda. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Until next time, goodbye and thank you.